Done BZ, Done BZ, Done BZ, the BZ TV. What's up, boss Tweezy? It's your boy Done BZ, and I'm coming to you here live from this Daisy. And you saw the title. So today I left it up to y'all with the next video / the next thing I was going to research. And the fall, the rise, the fall, and the rise again of Impala Skates 1. I'm going to keep it real with y'all too. I put the poll up. I put the poll up this morning. And after I put the poll up, for a long time, the other choices were winning. And before I got online today, I said, you know what? Before you jump on and start talking about why Derby so white, that's what I thought was about to win. I said, take a step back and see which one won. So I jumped on and I looked at it and I was like, wow. The rise, the fall, and the rise again of Impala 1. Honestly, I'm kind of glad it won. I was pleasantly surprised, and I'm looking forward to making this video. Let me show y'all the poll. I got these black bars on the side because I had these here, and now I'm not sure why. Oh, I know why. I was playing Melee and it was the screen capture. And because of the screen capture, I made it smaller so that the whole thing wasn't blacked out. Well, update on the fall of Moxie. Why Moxie fell off. Before I get into it, because I know people are curious. I want to show everybody one of the jokes from the fall of Moxie because I'm excited about this one. I want to show y'all this one and I want to show you a couple clips. So for this one, I'm going to start out my typing. I'm going to get my script together. I'm going to open up my project and we're going to get it in. What's going on? There it is. These are the videos that I need to get to put on top of it, like the videos and the pictures. I'm about to have another work period on the fall of Moxie tomorrow morning, another 5-hour work period so I can get this one out. I have a fall tutorial scheduled for this week, and I'm looking to get to the next one. I still got the history of inline skating. Honestly, I might not put that one out. I like talking about it. I like the perspective that it gave, but oh, y'all can't see the script. I don't think it has a strong package. Is my mic still on? I think my mic, yeah, it's still on. This the delay. I don't think it has a strong package because I don't think I'm answering a question with it that I'm like, okay, people are dying to find out the answer to this. But boom, from behind, 4 people voted for the rise, the fall, and the rise again of Impala. So rise, rise, scandals in reviews, changing of products. Changing of products. It was cheaper and better than generic. I want to show y'all 2 clips. This is the timeline and of a lot of the, things that I'm finding. I added in my stream clips, I added in my stream readings. This right here. No, 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 no. This joke right here. This joke right here. I'm willing to get demonetized or not have this video make any money for this one joke. I'm like, can I get away with playing that little piece of the Drake? Can I get away with playing that little piece of the Drake? Y'all can't hear it. Y'all can't hear it. So I'm listening to my monitor. I actually can't hear it in the house. And I'm like, there it is. I'm waiting for it to come up afterwards. So I was just hoping it was playing.
The fallout forced park skaters to confront the biased decision.
This is from the Quad Cup decision. I can play the whole section.
There are bladers who discovered their love for roller skating and with some 20 plus years of inline skating experience managed to seamlessly transfer their skills to roller skates, often outperforming many of the new generation of roller skaters. Seeing them sign up for the competition made some people uncomfortable, but this community is widely admired for its diversity. We cheer for and encourage each other. But here's the thing. If we claim to be inclusive and welcoming, that means we cannot exclude anyone. Will bladers with many years of experience put on quads and take medals? Probably. Or as Carlos Hernandez put it, gatekeeping is not cool. These skaters are also giving to the community and enjoying skating. We welcome them and acknowledge their level, but as soon as there's competition, they don't feel accepted because they are at another level in contrast to the newer generation of quad skaters. Hey, yo, I know that you won. I know that you won, but we're kind of trying to sell something here, and it'd be difficult to sell it. Cheating Monterey highlighted Moxie's for us, by us mentality, revealing an agenda to celebrate certain skaters. The fallout forced park skaters to confront the biased decision, admitting that the quad skaters in Moxie's marketable bubble didn't deserve the leadership role. In fact, if inline skaters laced up and put in 6 months of work, they would go. The Moxie Pixie Dust had
All I need is the red jacket and some zippers. It happened overnight. It couldn't happen any quicker. Ooh. Super good smoke Smitto, a package of the Swishers. I did it overnight. It couldn't happen any quicker. Y'all know them. Well, F it, me neither. Point the biggest skeptic out. I make him a believer. It wouldn't be the first. I'm done. I done it throwing hundreds when I should be throwing ones. Man, I run it. I know way too many skaters here right now that I didn't know last year. Who y'all? I'm gonna play one more section. I want to show y'all some of the clips that I have been recording. Because in addition to the reading, I also took and I recorded some audio parts in order to, spice up the story. I want to record again tomorrow because my haircut is aging by the day. With my aging haircut, it's better that I record this sooner than later.
So Indy Jammer Jones had a problem. Black Lives Matter.
What did he say? I just imagine what this reel is going to sound like. What did he say? Ain't no way, boy. Indy Jammer Jones had a problem, and it was with Black Lives Matter. Woo! Let me play the whole thing. I'm gonna play the whole thing. It's only 45 seconds.
So Indy Jammer Jones had a problem. Black Lives Matter. Someone posted about the Black Lives Matter protest inside of the group, and the comments were deleted. When questioned, Indy said that it was too political and she wanted to open up an adult conversation section to discuss political matters. Well, people were quick to point out that they would often discuss misogyny and gatekeeping inside of the group. Indy apologized, but people were extremely skeptical. After the incident, many roller skaters distanced themselves from the Planet Roller Skating brand.
One last one. Because I tell y'all, I ain't been in my bag like this since I put on that costume and said, since I made up the Macho Boss. I was on fire when I was on the Macho Boss videos. Like, I was dating a woman when I really, really started everything. I remember she used to tell me that it seemed like I had animosity for these people. And I would always be like, nah, bro, I ain't got no animosity for these people. I was lying. I really don't like these dudes. I ain't ever had a reason to like these dudes. If you really, really think about it, as a 1000% skate purist, it makes me upset to see people water down the game. It is not personal. It is not personal. And you know what I really don't like? I don't like people stepping to me about stuff I know I got it on and having to lay down. I got to lay down and pretend like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not that type of person. And when I came back to record these videos, let me make sure I got the, yeah, I got the cam. And deep down inside, this is exactly what I said was going to happen back in the day. You know what? I be having to catch myself, bro. You are too excited to record this. Like, I ain't recorded a video like this in years. And like, yo.
In 2010, Moxie Skates experienced a meteoric rise to fame. By 2018, they were selling 10,000 pairs of roller skates a year, and they accounted for 20% of Rydell sales. When the 2020 roller skating resurgence happened, they were primed to take advantage of the new roller skating market. But flash forward to 2024, and it's safe to say that Moxie Mania has worn off. So what happened? TLDR. As roller skaters matured and scandals started to pile up, the California Dream Skater facade began to fall away. This dismantled the Moxie marketing machine. This, alongside increasing competition from other roller skate brands for the new roller skating market, chipped away at Moxie sales. This is the rise and fall of Moxie Skates.
Well, what's the Thanos quote? Here we go. I really am the skateboarders from the 80s. I'm definitely the skateboarders from the 80s. I'm embracing that. In all my years of conquest, violence, and slaughter, it was never personal. But I'll tell you now, what I'm about to do to your stubborn, annoying planet, I'm going to enjoy it very much. It was never personal. And that's the love that I need to bring to my skate videos. I don't care where I find it. I love the game. I love the hustle. I feel like one of them ball players, you know. Like, I got money, I could quit. But if I walked away, would they remember me? Let's start from the beginning. Okay. JK, everybody. I don't have hate in my heart. It's not personal. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. It's not personal. It is. It is personal. I'm just gonna say ain't no love lost. It's zero love lost. I got another meme to show y'all.
And you treat us like dogs. Hector, this isn't personal. It is. It is personal. And you treat us like dogs.
That's how. This why I am with it right now.
It is. It is.
This why I am with it right now.
Treat us like dogs.
All right, just another Impala post. You know I had to start on Reddit. It is personal. I need to make that a meme. Skateboarders in the 90s. Hector, it isn't personal. It is. It is personal. All right, just another Impala post. I don't really care about Impala. I didn't really care about Impala before this week, but recently I've seen so many Impala TikTok ads followed by hundreds of comments that my brain hurt. So here I am. Stop purchasing Impala products. Stop recommending Impala. They manufacture potentially dangerous skates if you have no idea what you're doing. I work at a local rink as an instructor and a team member, and there have been multiple occasions where people have brought in a pair of Impalas with truck issues or heel split. HE double hockey sticks. I even got to watch a pair explode once. That's wild. It's not worth risking a serious injury cheaping out on a pair of skates or purchasing a pair of cute skates. There is nothing wrong with purchasing cute skates, but make sure they aren't dangerous. I dislike Moxie for a lot of reasons, but I would never sway anyone away from purchasing Moxie. We starting this one off hot. The Rise. They were the first people in the game. Let me bring this down here. They were the first people in the game to compete with Moxie. With a competitively styled skate. Like real life, the funny thing about Impalas, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I go on a lot of skate dates. 90% of the dates that I go on are skate dates. 90% easy. Especially since I became an adult. I want to get to the regular cam. Make sure I'm in the big cam. If I pull up and she has a pair of Impalas, I don't trust her. I don't trust women that skate Impalas. Because half them girls make more money than me. Girl, you make more money than me. You make 4 or 5 times as much money than me a year. I promise you, these women be making 4 or 5 times my salary. I'm a teacher. I was the teacher back in the day. Now I make less money. They might be making 5, 10 times my salary. I'm running around with women making 5, 10 times my salary. Why did you buy a pair of Impalas? You ain't cheap out on nothing else. You don't cheap out on nothing else. You don't cheap out on nothing else. You showed up to this date with a pair of Impalas on? I don't trust you. I don't like the way that you make decisions. I don't like it. And then you know what comes after buying them Impalas? It's something about buying a pair of Impalas that make people think they're a skate expert. Because they will be there with their pair of Impalas telling other people to buy them joints. I didn't let some women walk out the door. I've let them go. I let them go. I stopped trusting them. The moment she showed up with them Impalas, I didn't trust her no more. I didn't trust nothing she had to say about roller skating. Nothing. I don't care what you say. You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers, man. And I ain't scared to say that. You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Why don't you empower yourself and don't need
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Take a few steps
This is
back.
me. I was sitting there just like this.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
I've been doing this longer than you.
Answers, Sway.
Kanye.
I've been doing this.
Calm down, Kanye. Calm down.
Come on, chill out.
You
bro.
ain't got the answers.
Kanye,
You ain't got the
Bro,
answers.
I'm asking you.
You
a
ain't been doing
question.
the education,
Bro.
You ain't been doing the education.
Kanye, calm down.
You don't have the answer. Or do you want to marginalize me till I'm out of my moment?
Or why don't you empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself?
How, Sway?
Look how he stopped and take a breath. You don't have the answers.
Need them and
That's how I really be. Zero trust. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe it's me and it's not this deep. Maybe it's me and it's not this deep. Maybe I didn't have to take it there. Maybe this is extreme. But big facts, though. You show up in some Impalas with Dunbeezy. Don't show up to skate with Dunbeezy with no Impala, with some Impalas on. Show up in the Rydell 111. If you show up with the Rydell 111, the Uptown package on, guaranteed second date. I don't care how interested you are. No Diddy, but you know what I mean. Sometimes women don't really be trying to hang out with you like that. You show up in the Rydell 111, hey man, I'll take a high five at the end of the date when I'm still calling you back. That's where I am. They'll hang out with you. They'll talk to you. They'll ride with you. They'll give you a chance to hang out with you again. They'll give you a chance to shoot your shot again. But they don't really be here, man. You're not playing a real game. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a biz. Let's keep it a biz. You're not really shooting up. It's not a real shoot. Rydell 111. Rydell 111, I usually don't got time for a nowhere second date. But Rydell 111, I'll go on a nowhere second date. I'm sorry, this joint triggered me. 132 votes. I was going to get Impalas, but chose Rio milkshakes as my first pair of skates because I heard some bad things about Impalas. My biggest concern was the amount of times I've heard about the boot separating from the heel. Impalas are cheap as skates go, but they're still a huge investment for some people. I like this. Because people say that Impalas are cheap, but real life, $125 is a lot of money. Look. Oh. Look, I'm no fan of Impala myself, but I think this is a little strong. There are some cheaper / worse brands than Impalas out there like Chicago. Leave Chicago's alone. Leave Chicago's alone. I'm up today, y'all.
And how fucking dare anyone out there make fun of Britney?
Leave Chicago's alone.
She lost her aunt.
I'm just going to keep this open. So whenever I need a meme, I can just come on over. Excuse me. Leave Impalas alone. Are legitimately more dangerous. Impala brand skates are perfectly okay to buy on a budget and see if you're going to keep the hobby. They're a solid beginner skate, and I've heard plenty of skaters say their Impalas last easily up to a year before they upgrade. Shaming those who buy Impala helps no one. It only makes people feel guilty who already bought a pair, even though they may have been enjoying them. Thank you for this. I don't feel guilt or shame because the OP doesn't control my wallet or know my skate journey. I have 2 pairs of Impalas. You are a wild boy. Why would you buy 2 pairs of Impalas, bro? Why would you buy 2 pairs of Impalas, bro? You know how much 2 pairs of Impalas is cost? Do you know how much 2 pairs of Impalas cost? Two pairs of Impalas cost an Uptown package. I swear you being a straight boost right now if you had some. Calm down, Dunbeezy. Calm down, Dunbeezy. Let's see if I'm still banned. Because I'm banned from this group. My Impalas are here to stay. Two pairs of Impalas cost. Unable to create. I'm banned. I could start another Reddit account. I'm still banned. It was worth it. It was worth it. And I hope you watch it. Everything about this, but I actually do skate outside as well more often than inside with my Impalas. I'm going on 2 years. These posts are overdoing it. Update on how it's going. Just got my first pair of Impalas. This hate is making me a little scared. I just got my first pair of Impalas yesterday for my birthday. This was 8 months ago. I think this post right here, I think this comment right here really encapsulates what people say about Impalas. Don't be worried. I have 1 pair of normal Impalas and 2 pairs of Samira. I love them all. I love them. They aren't as responsive as other skates, but I use them a lot and are completely intact. My local rig has tons of them, and people skate on them for 3 hours every week. The one drawback is they now come with a weight limit, which isn't very inclusive, but it's under 100 kg. So they're fine for plenty of people. I like Impala because they look much better than my other quality skates. I also follow a jam skater on Insta, and she used her Samira tons, and she's super talented. Drop her at. Drop this woman's at. And let's see. See, this is mean. This is mean, Dumb Beezy. It's just deep down inside. Deep down inside, I know this woman is not that good at skating. She might be okay. She might have a crazy leg or two, but in Impalas, serious skaters don't skate in Impalas unless they sponsored. You just wrote they're not responsive. How much jam skating are you doing in these unresponsive skates? I would say to check your wheels, trucks. I've seen people's bolts come off while skating. Not Impalas if that's important. Wiggle your toe stops too to check if they're tight. My friends and I had Impalas for a year, and they're starting to be a bit rickety. Okay, I do think it's a bit of a hit or miss, whether you get ones that last longer than others. It is one of the easiest skate brands to get here where I live, so a lot of people do have Impalas. So they're widely available. Cheap. Thanks for this. I'm pretty new and purchased a pair of Impalas because I couldn't afford a more expensive pair. I keep seeing people S-word on Impalas and it makes me feel bad. Like I wasted my money and I can't afford another pair. So I'm stuck with them now. I don't even want to skate now because I'm worried the skates will explode. That's a real fear. I'm also considering leaving this sub because it just reminds me that I wasted my money on Impalas. You're totally okay. You see, moments like this, it's like, hey, bro, maybe you should not go full blast on Impalas. Maybe I should not put my entire all my comedic skills around talking about these skates. Don't be dumb like me. The TLDR is at the bottom. I think the TLDR should be at the top. We as a community need to stop recommending Impala skates. Sorry for a dramatic title, but this issue is close to my heart. I'm a new skater, about a month on wheels, so I purchased my first set of skates with the advice of this subreddit. I decided to purchase Impalas for a number of reasons. So the roller skating subreddit, this is why I had problems with them. This is why, stuff like this is why I fell out with the roller skating subreddit. They running around giving people silly advice. And I wasn't going for it. I remember I would be like saying just stuff like, guys, that don't make no sense. That's not how skaters do it. And people will argue me down. And we got people in here. Stop following this advice. People in this joint do not know what they're talking about. Why y'all tell me to buy these, bruh? Fast shipping. Cheaper price. I was planning on upgrading after about 3 months. Wear time was not an issue, or so I thought. They were generally recommended by skaters. I saw 1 to 2 my heel came off stories, but most people and YouTubers, Indie Jammer Jones recommends them and said it's a rare issue. This post aged terribly. How many times you done heard the heel come off a pair of Rydell's? How many times you heard about the heel coming off a pair of Chicago's? How? How many times you done heard about the heel coming off a pair of Chicago's? 0. 0 times, bro. A straight donut, nothing. The allure of shiny skates got people making silly decisions. Now that I have experienced them, it's insane to me that anyone on this subreddit is recommending them. I owned mine for 3 to 4 weeks, skated on them regularly, but they started to break on week 2. I emailed Impala and DM'd them on Instagram and heard nothing. Mine are voltage green, one of the reinforced colors. And they tell me they are not reinforced. Unless you're just using skates as a cute accessory, they aren't going to last more than a month or 2, in my opinion. I've tried to glue mine twice and they ripped through it both times. Aggressively fragile skates. These skates are aggressively fragile. I know there is some information floating around about heels ripping, but most of the sources I saw said it happens rarely enough that it's not an issue. I think these reports come from people who skate lightly or haven't had the skates long enough to see ripping. With all the better quality for similar price beginner skates out there, I think something needs to be said and Impala should be removed from the beginner-friendly lineup of skates. I was recommended Impalas or Beach Buddies, basically. I own Impalas. They started to rip after 2 weeks of use. Since I've gotten worse, and 2 tries of gluing them have failed. I think the Planet Roller Skate people run this Reddit. I think they run it. I always wonder why people won't recommend some of the cheaper Rydell skates, but IDK anything. Haha. I just ordered my first pair, sponsored by the COVID Stimmy. Shouts out to the COVID Stimmy. And I felt like I spent all my quarantine searching what would be the best option for me. Impalas have so many Rip Hill stories that I don't see why people recommend them either. To be honest, Rydell has some good, affordable packages as well as Sure Grip. Their Malibus are the same price as Impalas, but are built pretty well. Bro. What's everyone's opinions on Impala? I'm intrigued by the Barbie collab. I'm usually on quads and imagine these may not be very beginner friendly without the backstop. At a glance, it looks more focused, looks more style focused and functional. 70 millimeter wheels seem weird to me, but I guess they're more accessible for newbies who got inspired by the movie. Frames are riveted to the boot, so zero possibility of upgrades. For the same and similar price, there are entry level options from RB, PS, and FR that can actually be upgraded. The Impala inline boots is a clone of one of the PS ones. So it's not so it may not be completely awful. But overall, Impala has seemed like a trendy brand more than a serious skate brand. It seems like there's a real hole in the market for fashionable, fun-looking skates that can stand up to heavy use. It's the same boot as the Razor Colt. I work in a shop that sells Impalas, and most of the other brands mentioned here. The fact is, Impala uses corporate level marketing, which has been very effective getting people back on skates, which is a good thing for all skate brands. People will come in with their heart set on the look, and I'll explain to that they can get a micro MT Plus for a few bucks more and have a skate that will be able to adapt as they learn. I'd say 80% of the people just say they want the Impala. Most people getting into it right now just want cute skates that are decent quality, and Impala fits the bill. They will come with a brake, which is an upcharge for most real skates brands like FR, Micro, etc., etc. And the wheel size make them slower for beginners too. You can fit either 72 millimeter or 76 millimeter wheels depending on the size of the boot if you want larger wheels. Personally, I've been impressed at what people can do in them. Would I recommend them to someone serious about getting into skating? Yes, but I would be sure they knew they were getting skates whose focus is style. And if they stick to it, they're going to eventually want a more traditional looking skate. Would I skate a pair? No, because I'm already serious about it and understand why these wouldn't work for me. If you're thinking about getting Impalas, don't. These alternative power slide skates are better and has the same Barbie look. Whoa. JK. The Impalas feel and look like toys for a high price as well. The good news is that people will be on skates, and then in time they will stick with it and they'll upgrade to a new and better pair of skates. So yeah, the Barbie for the win. Committed a roller skate sin. Purchased a pair of Mox Impala skates. I seem to have made a mistake in purchasing a pair of Impala skates. They were on sale for $40, and I figured, hey, why not? And immediately after I received them, I joined the roller skating subreddit, only to find out Impala sucks and is a big no in the community. Impala skates are the Indiana Jones of roller skates. Everybody pretends like they're not watching Indiana Jones and they don't support Indiana Jones. Why is Indiana Jones more popular than Dirty Deborah? Wh- 14,000 people, 12,000 people doing slides and detachable skates. Y'all out here pretending to not support Indiana Jones.
What's that plan?
Y'all want to see something funny?
I'm about to head to the beach, but
I need to put this in the video. I need to.
My fantasies come true.
Hey, kid, you wanna see a dead body?
Ah!
Why am I like this? Just gonna put it in the Fall of Moxie playlist. I think she was just that popular before she fell off. Uh, guess when the last post was posted? Guess when the last post was posted? April of 2020. These pages are like a time capsule. Going and actually looking at the Facebook group helped me put the entire Moxie story together. Guess when the last post was posted? You can see it a little bit. May 10th of 2020. So between May 10th of 2020 and May 18th of 2020, everything fell apart. Look at this group. It has 20,000 people in it, 23,000 people in it. Not a single post. 4 years ago, nothing. Everything's over. But before everything goes down the hill, look at everybody on this thing. It's not just her. All of them. Every single one of them are friends. They're hanging out. Dirty Deb's involved. Pigeon's there. They were in this together. She deletes 2 comments. She deletes 2 comments out of a Facebook group. 2 comments out of a Facebook group. And they all turn their backs on her. It was all good just a week ago. Skaters feel themselves. Any Gemma Jones deleted 2 comments. If you know the rest of the song. These are entry-level skates. Welcome. This is great for you. I don't get the logic that your entry-level skates should be trash. I don't get the logic that, hey, man, it's just my first pair of skates. I can have a throwaway skate. Cause I'm a purist. I remember somebody called me a purist one day, and I said, I'm not a purist. That's not me. You don't know me. I was like, you don't know me. I got so haughty. I was like, you don't know me. Yeah, you know me. You're right. I'm a purist. But it's not right. That's not how the skate's supposed to go. You're supposed to. Skaters with disposable income, to upgrade in 3 months. If I have $100 for a purchase, I'm not in this place financially anymore. I remember being in a place financially where I could make $100, $200 purchase this month, and I was gonna make another $100, $200 purchase next month. I'm not making $200 purchases every month. Or skaters without disposable income, making uninformed decisions. Buying Impala skates, I actually like this a little bit better. Buying Impala skates is like getting a Walmart skateboard. You see your friends skateboarding and want to get in. You tell your mom you want one for your next birthday. You're over the moon. I feel kind of bad because earlier in the stream, a woman typed that she follows somebody and they are talented and they skate on Impalas. And I said, cap. That's like following a skateboarder using a Walmart board and saying, yeah, bro, he be going ham. No, he don't. He do not go ham on that Walmart skateboard. He's not going ham on that Walmart skateboard. Until you get outside and try to kickflip and try to ollie. You think it's you until you get to the skate park and everyone is laughing. Mom, present from your mom? Present from your mom, they ask. and a haughty tone and a knowledgeable tone. You can tell there's a bit of mockery, but under it all, you feel empathy. You feel an empathy you have never felt from them before. You know they've been there too. Everybody's mom gets them a board from Walmart. Everybody's mom. It is a rite of passage to get a board from Walmart from your mom. This is why I bought my Impalas. $50 to $100 versus $300 to $600. You can't really go wrong if you end up not liking skating with that little investment. I've had mine for almost a year, skating a few times a week, and they're still great, no issue. I really like the Beach Bunnies. They were only around $160 from what I remember in a similar design. No hate to anyone who got Impalas. I just wanted to throw in a rec for new skaters. This is another thing. The only skates people knew, it was Impala Mama or Foxy Moxies. The Beach Bunnies were only like 125. Like when I saw the Beach Bunnies, like I'm sitting here, I'm making a video about the fall of Impala or Moxie. Yeah, the Beach Bunnies. I be seeing people with these down at, yeah, these choices not that expensive. Oh, these joints on sale. Ooh, these joints on sale. Ooh, they on sale? They selling Moxies now? Moxie on sale? Oh, they trying to move these things. These joints right here. Trying to get these away. I might have to get me a pair. I ain't spending no $100 on no Moxies. Boy, in words, please. I'm going to stop saying this. $200 a skate, definitely not copping no Moxies. Not even for a video. I need my money. So this was 2 years ago. Don't buy from Impala. When I decided to buy myself a pair of roller skates, I decided to head online and look for a pair of cheap beginner skates. All of the internet, it was Impala is the greatest brand. Look no further than Impala skates. And don't want to spend a fortune on skates? Go Impala. Who said this? Who was telling you this? Needless to say, I was sold and ordered myself a pair. Then they came. And holy crap, I'll never buy from these people again. Not only was the inside box all beat up, what happened? But the laces were shredding. The bearings were dented and scratched as if they'd already been used. Pin marks littered the sides. And there were rips in the padding. I contacted Impala and still haven't heard back from them. Do not buy from this brand. I have a sneaking suspicion that people pay to people to write good reviews about them. They're dangerous to ride, given the tearing, squeaky wheels, etc. I bought Beach Bunnies for $70 more and they're phenomenal. And my friend bought the Rainbow Riders and loves them. Whatever you do, do not trust this company. Don't waste your money. Oh, wow. Phenomenal. Well, even when they come in new condition, mint condition even, they are crap. They'll rip, unglue in about 2 months, literally $100 for nothing. It's better to save up for a bit longer and get something worth the price. I'm going to come to a recent review. So I got my skates last year, paid $200 for the exclusive Valentine skates. Just found out that everyone hates Impalas and they are poorly made. You have a $200 pair of Impala skates?
You can't
You
get
can't get away with it.
He can't keep getting away with it. He won't.
Ain't no way, boy. He won't. They won't. They won't keep getting away with it. Ain't no way.
Liberty.
Impala come through, hit everybody with a marketing scheme. Then they walk off with the money like.
Tragic news tonight. 120 dead in a tidal wave in Kuala Lumpur, France.
Yoink.
Yoink.
Yoink. Yoink. Yoink.
Yoink.
Yoink.
Yoink.
Yoink. Yoink.
Yoink.
Yoink.
Yoink. Yoink.
Yoink.
Impala after they hit you with the marketing scheme. Yoink.
Yoink.
Yoink. Yoink. Yoink. Impala running off with the bag. Impala running off with the bag on these boys. Impala running off. Where they go? I ain't never seen it. I guess they knew I wasn't going for it. These are all Impalas. These ladies really ran off with the roller skating bag. Like, do they not hang out with her no more? Like, do they not hang out with Indy Jamma Jones no more? I think that's faker than anything. I trust them less than ever. So y'all was really down in the trenches together? Y'all was really down in the trenches together. Y'all all come from the same place. Y'all all cut from the same cloth. Y'all probably all vote the same way. Let's keep it a being. And you switched up on your homie? You kicked her out the game? You kicked your homie out the set over some Facebook comments? I ain't surprised they cut anybody off after that. Scandals and reviews. Is endorsed by the roller skating mafia. Beginner skate trend in which skaters are encouraged to buy cheap replaceable skates. As opposed to making an informed decision boy, ain't no way. They aren't made to last and are made from low quality materials and components. They're fine for beginners and recreational cruising, but there are far better options for the same price point. That might sound a little unhelpful, but there are loads of good options. It's about finding the boot that's going to fit you best. If you can, I would go to a real live skate shop and get fitted. If you can, I would look at Sure Grip, Golden Horse, Weefoot, Bont, and Rydell. Second, I'm a new skater and recently got a pair of Rydell Angels and love them. I went to my local skate shop and the 4 I tried on fit drastically better. 2 were downright uncomfortable. 1 was okay, and the Rydells were the best. I'm glad I went in. Even the person who helped me said it's all about the foot style and shape. Nine months ago, I skated my Impalas religiously for about 6 months before I noticed the heels separating from the boot. Once I saw that, I was sufficiently terrified and traded up. They are not made for park skating. If you're just leisurely skating, you should be okay. This is a plant. This is a plant. Because this woman just said that she tried to skate with them joints and her heel fell off. $200 for Impalas? What a scam. That's not funny. They're absolutely shite. If you just go to the rink and have fun without doing anything crazy, you're going to have a nice time. Don't let anyone pretend like you can't just roll around and have fun on Impalas. This is a derby skater. This is a derby skater. I think that by the time they have run their course, you'll have a good idea on whether or not this is a hobby you want to continue to engage with. You definitely got ripped off. Okay. These skaters, I guess I have it written down here. Roller skating shifted from a lifestyle that people began when they wanted to commit into an aesthetic, a fad, a piece of clothing to be put on, appropriated, until it was no longer convenient. Under these conditions, because back in my day, buying a pair of skates was like buying a pair of shoes. Maybe y'all ain't come up like that. Maybe they didn't come up like that. Symptom, I'm gonna look up another word for that, of the new consumer market in skating. My first pair of skates took me a year to buy. I couldn't miss. I couldn't miss on them. If I was committing this much money, it had to be more than a 3-month thing. I made the type of money, even now, I feel like if you're making around $60,000 that's spent at the medium, at the national average, or let's say 90,000 in New York. Everyone else makes purchases like that with more confidence in research. I just want to know how our algorithms are different. It might be a different algorithm. Could be a different algorithm. Y'all want to see one of my videos? Y'all want to see what one of my ads looks like? So this is Factor. It's a meal prep service. So why would they give me meal prep? Because I work out a lot. Let's look for another one. See, I'm trying to get an ad. Oh, if I purchased this? Roller Jam Season 3. My ads are set up completely different. If I play this, an ad gonna pop up. I can't even get an ad. It's crazy. When I'm trying to watch YouTube videos by myself, I swear it be getting ads. Every single click is another ad. I done clicked through 5-6 videos, 0 ads. I guess they could tell I'm on live trying to look for an ad. They heard me talking about exposing the different algorithms. They said, nah, bro, we're not going to let you expose no algorithms. Bro, this is out of control. Oh, I know what I should do. You know how you can really make sure you get an ad? Play a song. It might be because I got it muted. Are you serious? Look at this right now. Look how much adless YouTube I got. Well, I'll just describe it to you. A lot of my ads are about social media marketing. Like I get so many artless ads. Every other ad that I pull up is an artless ad. It's like artless, 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 artless. I'm not buying it. So I think we got the gist. Okay, let's go into some of their social issues. I've been seeing for some time people saying don't support Impala, and honestly, I don't know why. For context new to the community, as far as the product goes, the quality control on them has been spotty. Some people say they last long. As for the company itself, it has a history of not paying employees while paying white counterparts for the same work, which is especially egregious considering that the role black skaters in particular have kept skating alive. On top of that, the customer service has been spotty at best, terrible at worst, in response to people whose skates have fallen apart in depressingly short periods. Personally, I think a lot of their issues come from false advertising. I think the not paying people of color models may have just been a bit of extremely bad business on their part, especially since Karen is skating for them again for reasons. But then again, I think the representation problems they have are always going to be an issue, not in the least because they're an Australian brand. I don't see either them or Chuffed or Bont using Aboriginal skaters or sponsoring them or anything. Sheesh. Anywhere, I hear they send Karen new skates every month as a part of her work for them. I don't think this is for any reasons other than that they know this is roughly the lifetime of their skates and they'll either look like shite or ruin the image of or outright fall apart in roughly that time with any kind of serious skating. Maddie takes them to the skate park and she's on new ones all the time, likely because they don't last. This is a company that pays skaters to skate their skates in our parks and other aggressive situations, even though their fashion skates are not made for it. Also, they're plastic. They release new colors every 10 minutes because they're operating on a fast fashion production model. Highlighter neon was, as far as I could tell, last year's thing. You mean to tell me their highlighter green is going to sell well in a year? That is not intended to sell well in a year. Color me skeptical. In neon, these skates use veganism as an excuse to pump out shite plastic disposable skates. This is nonsense. And also, they're not skater owned, which irks me. All the other companies except the drop ship BS are skater owned. Even the controversial ones and the ones getting flack like Moonlight and to a greater extent Moda and a slightly lesser extent Moxie are skater owned. Somewhere else gives a darn about the product, even if they are a shite person. Cough, Atomic Matrix. Cough, or a terrible businesswoman. Adrian. Cough, or a controversy magnet. Cough, estrogen. Cough. They care about their products. I don't think this is true about Impala. Watch Karen the Carrot's YouTube video on Indy Jammer Jones and Impala skates. I think Karen the Carrot is just as guilty as Indy Jammer Jones. I'm going to say it. I don't like the way that they switched up on their boys. I don't like the way they switched up on their boys. Because y'all remember when I fell on my sword for quoting one of my friends, my friend Chris Jones. He made a comment about the slow walk. And I made a comment about that comment, and it set the skirt world ablaze. I did not stop halfway through that and make a video to disavow that man. How you gonna come up with these girls? Your name come up in every single conversation with these two. And now this is it. And you sitting here shilling for Impala skates. New and improved. The new and improved $259 Impala skates. You deserve to be canceled with Indy Jammer Jones. You deserve it. Ain't no way she's sitting here telling people they should be buying $259 Impala skates. I ain't gotta say all that. I ain't gotta take it this far. But you worse. Telling people to spend Impala money on, tell people to spend Rydell money on Impala skates. Comfortable. I don't believe a word you say. I don't believe nothing you say. Here's my honest opinion about it. Cap. Hey, I used to be mutuals with you. I was a Harley Quinn cosplayer. It's been so long. I hope you're doing well. I still roller skate, and you inspired me to start, and I will never stop until I get as good as you. You had me so nervous that you were going to fall in that pond. Ooh. The fit is amazing, and the skates complement so well. I love that they have those tabs in the back. The biggest thing for me is the heel lifting possibility and those shorter laces, but the laces are easily swapped. Heel lifting. So we still talk about the heel coming off. Should I leave a comment? Drop a 1 in the chat if I should leave a comment. Cap. Ain't no way I'm spending Rydell money. Nice Rydells. Nice Rydells. High-end Rydell money on Impalas. People still talk about the heel falling off. Use Carrot for a discount. Talk about I like your fit.
Which is actually made out of suede.
The thing that I don't like about Impala skates is the way that they're shaped.
My ass crack is out.
Really?
I can look at these skates and tell that they are not a nice pair of skates.
Two colors. It comes in the pink one, and it also comes in a baby.
So the suede boot, I think the material might be nice. Looking at the cut, honestly, this skate don't look too bad. I was really on them pretty hard. These, but $259.
Which is actually made out of suede. So for this version of the Impala
It's a nice
skate,
box.
they did introduce suede into their skates, which some people were upset about because Impala has been an all-vegan brand. Little squishy thing.
This
Like
is not the skate that she showed earlier. These skates do not look real. It's made in the same factory as the other Impalas. Look at this toe. This joint looked like a Bauer boot. This joint is shaped like a Bauer hockey boot. Like, look at this boot, though. Let's look at it from the side. Let's look at all the way from the side. It has a more natural way that it's coming from the heel and coming into the ankle.
So light pink. I feel like I don't
Looking at that line in the back, this not what $259 worth of skate look like. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I can look at this video, tell it's not $259 a skate. Carrot. I ain't trying to come for your neck, Carrot. Look at these things, bro. Look at these things. Like, she's standing straight up on them, and I feel like they might have put extra support down here in the ankle. I don't know, man. Carrying the Carrot support of Impala skates is making me change my mind on Indy Jammer Jones just a little bit. I think we could forget if we go to let Karen the Carrot sell us $259 Impala skates, we can forgive Indy Jammer Jones. Because Indy Jammer Jones was doing the same thing. She talking about buying the rollerblades. What's the difference? I'm just joking, everybody. I need to stop. I've been doing so much research on Moxie. The whole thing is just a joke to me now. Like, I promise. It's encouraging people. Long time market support and continued influencer marketing. I need to find scandals not paying creators of color. What skate brand pays creators of color? I need to find some specifics. I feel like I have a scab on my nose. Ain't no way, boy. Outdid themselves. I can't wait to hit the ring. 3 weeks ago. Where's the mute button at? Okay. So they still have a strong influencer marketing campaign. I love your whole vibe. Thank you. So cute. Stop it. It's too cute. Oh, so she got the Barbie ones. Are you ready to be gagged? No Diddy. These skates are cheap. She didn't even say no Diddy. My first pair of skates I bought with big girl money were Impala skates. Bonnie. POCs not paid by Impala. They messed up their influencer marketing strategy early on in the game, sponsoring skaters who were serious, aggressive park skaters, landing Miller flips and aerials when the skates cannot take that level of abuse. The influencers were going through a pair month, and as a result, lots of people bought them for park skating and they fell apart quickly. If you're an Australian/New Zealand beginner, i.e., you're still learning how to get around without holding the handrail or falling constantly, they are totally fine. The level of shaming I got when I proudly got a pair of the Moara Edition rose gold skates as an adult who wanted to relearn skating at the end of the quarantine. I was so upset by the amount of hate I got. I actually considered returning them. I didn't, but I only wore them once after feeling that horrible. Because no other brand comes anywhere close to this level of failure rates. I've been in industry a long time, and their QC is horrendously atrocious. They are fast fashion white labeling at its worst. Neither reputable skate manufacturer. Poor quality skates, bad business practices, and inequality, I believe. I can't find anything about the inequality. That makes high quality, comfortable, and affordable skates. See, now I can't even trust AI anymore. So they got the Barbie skates. Dang. She shilling for Moxie. Look, she ain't got no Moxies on. Hot Wheels. Oh, so she was on Hot Wheels too? They picked her up too? When you only have 2 days to learn new tricks. Impala skate blog. Customer service. I think that there are rumors about people not being paid, but there's not a lot of substantiated rumors. There's not a lot of substantiated claims. Skates are not cheap. Companies are not ethical. This is probably not going to make a lot of sense. I love roller skating. I love the fuzzies. Not just black people either, but all bi-color people skates. Get your stuff together. Just kind of talking to skate companies. So this is, she wasn't originally paid.
Hello? Is this allowed?
Oh, so she don't look like she happy about Impalas in this video here.
It's time.
Here it is. Here's a video y'all have been wanting me to make. And it's how I feel about Impala. My thoughts, my opinions, my personal experience. This is just me telling my side of the story, how I feel, all that stuff. Welcome to my channel. My name is Karen the Carrot. So I've been seriously roller skating for about like 2.5 years now. And it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made. But just a little quick like background story. So my first pair of skates, and I binge watch all of Indy's videos, of course. And then I saw some of my friends were skating and they were posting it online and I was like, hell yeah. Then I saw that Moxie.
So I definitely don't want to hear your whole story, girl. I love you to death.
Impala account was on vacation. They were on holiday, and so like while we were trying to get answers, they were trying to get answers. The person couldn't really respond because they were
Karen
on
not
holiday.
paid in 2019.
This person hadn't had a vacation in like 2 years, so they were really excited to be on vacation. And
But
then all this blew up.
now she's on the payroll. They pay her now.
A lot to handle, and people were like demanding like explanations, and just like some people were being like really aggressive towards Impala, and there's just like a lot of hateful comments. So they turned off their comments because they didn't want to deal with it, I guess. Like, I feel that though. I run away from my problems all the time. While this was going on, while the person was on holiday, like they did message us and was like, hey, like I'm on holiday right now, like can you give me like a couple days to figure out what is going on. So apparently the person who was at the shoot too, who runs the Impala account, didn't know that not all of us were getting paid for this. So that was super sketchy. All of this was
Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Y'all hear them shots fired? I run away from my problems all the time. This is not the same Karen the Carrot from this year who's selling $250 Impalas. So I think I know what happened. This was back before they had their money up. Even look at her background. Look at her background. Look at the way she looked. Look at her whole makeup job. The Impala money hadn't dropped yet. The skate shield money had not dropped yet. Let me plug this phone up.
Thanksgiving break, like the next day was like Thanksgiving and Black Friday and all this stuff. So it was
Let me stop. I don't have to call her skate shield.
To handle. And then I wrote them an email saying like, hey, like I don't think it's fair that you didn't pay us, because now this looks like a racist thing. It looks like it's a race issue, that you did it, like everyone else was white and you didn't pay your 2 people of color that were there to promote diversity. That looks sus. That looks racist. And I know that this conversation makes a lot of white people uncomfortable, because then they start saying like, oh, it's not all about race, it's not all about race. But when you're a person of color and you feel like you're not being treated equally, it becomes a race thing, because it's so...
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
So sad, but like we're used to it. We're used to it. We're used to being below white people. Like it's a history thing, and it sucks. And you know, like when I found out, I was just having like a lot of emotions, because I just felt like disrespected. Like I felt like I wasn't valued as a skater.
Whoa.
I felt played. I felt pushed to the side. Like it happens with a lot of like race things. Like, oh, like don't, like it's not a big deal. Like it is a big deal. So I was just like having all these feelings, like I'm like betrayed. Like apparently a lot of people thought that I was getting paid by Impala to make these videos on my YouTube and on my Instagram, but I wasn't. I did it because I love skating. I did it because I want to share my skates. Yeah, so I just felt like really betrayed, but I just waited it out, because this person said that they were on holiday and that they would get back to me and try to figure out what happened, what's the issue, why are we upset, which was a very good thing in their part to do. So we're waiting it out. We're waiting to see what happens. And then I get contacted again.
This is getting deep.
And they were very sorry. They're like, we didn't mean this to look like a race thing. Like, we should have just, like, if this was the budget, we should have just split it all evenly between all of us that were in the shoot, because it took time. It took like the whole day. They apologized. It felt really bad. And they told us to send them an invoice for X amount of money, right? So then I was like, you know what? Like, because I feel so betrayed and because I gave you guys so much promotion, I actually asked for more than what they told me that they were gonna get me. And because, you know, I felt like I deserved it. And then they got back to me and they're like, okay, like, we hear you, we're gonna pay you this much. And I was like, hell yeah, you know, like I shot my shot and I got it, you know, like I deserve more. So then I was like, okay. And I was just still like not posting anything on my social media about it, because I wanted to see how things would play out. And then fast forward a couple days and I get another phone call from them and they're like, hey, like we feel really bad and we want to make it up to you. So we're going to pay you for all the events that you ever attended. And it was like a good amount of money, and I just thought that was like great. I thought that was like amazing that they offered to pay for all the events. So like I have a video where I did the Spider Fest, Surf Fest, whatever, in Huntington Beach.
So they learned their lesson and they started paying everybody. I don't think they cheated anybody else. That's what I'm getting from this. I'm pretty sure they didn't cheat anybody else. Video is unavailable. I think the problem here, obviously, is racism is a problem, but the business problem is that these small indie brands you mentioned that are problematic, taking PRS as an example, are just that small indie. They don't have retail or e-commerce or marketing professionals working behind the scenes. They are skaters who are learning business as they go. They don't have skilled moderators running their forums or an experienced PR team reacting to situations. They're running with a skeleton crew made up of inexperienced, unskilled in business terms people. An experienced social media manager would know that a quick reaction was needed to salvage their image and business. A good forum mind would know not to delete comments, posts in the first instance, and would have clear guidelines as to what was allowed to have been posted and what was not. A good marketing team would be resolving these issues to ensure that customers feel heard and that this doesn't happen ever again. And I absolutely believe if you face a problem like this quickly enough in business, then it can be resolved. I don't believe that anyone working at PRS has the knowledge and experience to realize this and to take action quickly. Instead, they are opting to say nothing as they don't want the situation to be made any worse. It's sticking your head in the sand and they come off worse because of it. Business-wise, I feel for Pigeon. She really pushed Indy to allow her to rename her shop after PRS, which was originally Indie Skate Community and YouTube account. She will be regretting that decision for a long time. If it was called something like Pigeon's Skate Shop, stop. She could have separated entirely from Indy's actions, which were done through Indy's PRS community Facebook group page. But the shop will forever be tied to what Indy did because of the name. She did change the name to Pigeon Skate Shop. Five years ago. So I think they really described it very well. And I think that this was really good. I'm glad that I found Karen's story. They tried to hit her with the switcheroo. And she got wind. Kicked up some dust and asked for a bag about it. They hit her with the dough. I ain't gonna call it hush money. They hit her with the hush money. They hit her with the hush money. I'm gonna call it what it is. They hit her with the hush money. They hit her with the hush money. And gave the money to her homie too. Use the effective PR strategy to minimize damage. Then they chose a struggle. Make cheap and easily broken skates. Skip the racism. Skip the racism. You got to choose a struggle. You got to choose one struggle. Focused on crafting a marketing campaign and selling it to the modern skaters, let's call them modern skaters, who are focused on aesthetics over functionality, then nurtured their skate inspos for long-term success. Started with PRS and crew. Paid the people in the roller skating Reddit to give bum advice. I think Impala runs the roller skating Reddit. This is my conspiracy theory. Impala Skates runs the roller skating Reddit. Hey, my bad. I haven't. Switch how? Hush up about what? Well, my bad, Haley. I haven't been checking my chat. Switch up how? At the beginning of her video, she seemed a little bit upset. And let's come back. I'll watch it with you one more time.
They messaged them, and it happened that the person who runs the Impala account was on vacation. They were on holiday. And
we're talking Impala here.
Get answers,
look, she's about to tear up.
Answers. The person couldn't really respond because they were on holiday. And then
they're trying to get to the person.
That, this person.
They said that the person was on holiday.
So they're really excited to be on vacation, and then all this blew up, and it was just like, it was like a lot to handle, and people were like demanding like explanations, and just like some people were being like really aggressive towards Impala, and there's just like a lot of hateful comments. So
people were being aggressive.
They didn't want to deal with it, I guess.
Let's look at. I'm gonna stop here for a second. She's kind of giving a complaint. She feels like she's been this is partly racially motivated, but she just took a step back and she said, "Oh, this is understanding. This is empathy. Oh, they're getting a lot of aggressive comments, and I understand why they might not answer." Even if she is about to send a small shot in a second. Like, oh man, when I feel overwhelmed, I run away from my problems too. But this is her understanding.
Yes, like I feel.
What you mean by two pair of bullets?
All the time. While this was going on, while the
like
person
Impalas,
was on holiday, like they did message us and was like, "Hey, like I'm on holiday right now. Like, can you give me like a couple days to figure out what is going on?" So apparently, the person who was at the shoot too, who runs the Impala account, didn't know that not all of us were getting paid for this. So that was super sketchy. All of this was happening during Thanksgiving break. Like the next day was like Thanksgiving and Black Friday and all this stuff. So it was just a lot.
Oh, Chicago bullets. Did you see the earlier part? I said leave Chicago's alone.
To handle. And then I wrote them an email saying like, hey, like I don't think it's fair that you didn't pay us, because now this looks like a racist thing. It looks like it's a race issue, that you did it, like everyone else was white and you didn't pay your two people of color that were there to promote diversity. That looks sus. That looks racist. And I know that this conversation makes a lot of white people uncomfortable, because then they start saying like, oh, it's not all about race. It's not all about race. But when you're a person of color.
She is using the R word. And you can barely even use the R word on YouTube. Chill out, bro. Chill out. Talk about I got Moxie wheels on my bullets. What are you? How? Why? And the thing is, when you start talking about like, oh man, I think this is the R word. I think that's the R word. People get nervous quick. People get nervous quick. Even, especially like when I'm walking into a business and I want to tell people that they're doing things, I always say it in a roundabout way. Yeah. And then I give them the business look. So she goes from this.
You feel like you're not being treated equally.
And let's skip ahead. Let's hear her start talking about the money that they gave her. She's like, oh, I felt betrayed. It's a minute. She talks about how she feels it was racially motivated for a minute.
What happened? What's the issue? Why are we upset? Which was a very good thing in their part to do. So we're waiting it out. We're waiting to see what happens. And then I get contacted again. And they were very sorry. They're like, we didn't mean this to look like a race thing. Like, we should have just, like, if this was the budget, we should have just split it all evenly between all of us that were in the shoot, because it took time. It took like the whole day. They apologized. It felt
Can't
really
even see this.
money, like a good amount of money, and I just thought that was like great. I thought that was like amazing that they offered to pay for all the events. So,
pounds.
I have a video where I did the Spider Fest, the Spider Fest, Surf Fest, whatever.
Now let's look at this. They apologize. They give us money, and we even got more Impala. We even got more Impala shout outs coming up. We got more Impala tags. Let's come back.
And it was like a good amount of money. Like a good amount of money. And I just thought that was like great. I thought that was like amazing that they offered to pay for all the events. So like, I have a video where I did the Spider Fest, the Spider Fest, Surf Fest, whatever, in Huntington Beach.
She tagged 4 different more Impala videos.
I wanted to have fun, and they actually paid me for that. So then the other events that I did, they started offering us.
My one question is, why would you spring for the Moxie wheels when you could have got generic soft wheels?
Free skates to whoever goes, and I was like, sick, you know, like at least we're getting something. And they would also offer us to pay for our lunch when we did these events. That was cool. They also paid everyone else. So like in that video, I'm with my sister Melly and Scarlett, and they also paid them for that, which I thought was amazing. And then in the skate community, there was this whole like thing of like, oh, like skaters don't get paid. But with all of this that happened, I feel like it's making, I'm a person that believes that everything happens for a reason. You know, everything lines up accordingly. Everything's always working out in your favor.
Where you from?
I like that this happened because now other companies who use skaters for promotion know that we want to get paid. Because that was the main issue. The main issue is that, oh, you're not paying your people of color, but why not pay all skaters, like in all companies, like for all the work they do? So I feel like this was a great thing that happened. So future skaters who want to be, or for future companies who want skaters to be in their ads, like now they know that they need to pay up, and they need to pay us for our hard work that we do, and like all the skills that we learn, because we love it, you know? Like the best thing ever is to get paid to do something.
So boom. She's having a situation. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta look that up on Google. Louisiana. I'm asking because I'm wondering what is going on with people's algorithms. And why is everybody's algorithm so Moxie centered? I've never gotten a Moxie ad. I've never gotten one. And I'm in DC right now. But even before I was in DC, when I was living in Thailand, I didn't get no Moxie ads. I had never heard of Planet Roller Skate. I didn't get on the Planet Roller Skate YouTube page until I started researching for the fall of Moxie. So if you got back on skates 5 years ago you probably got back on skates about the time to get targeted for a lot of this stuff, because something that I'm noticing is, let me finish at least what I said. They hit her with the switcheroo, as in they paid some of the people. You were sub to Moxie on YouTube. Bro. That's how Google Ads works. You can create ad segments based on the people that are subscribed to your YouTube. I'm not sub to any of them. They targeting y'all. So they're building up audiences with the people, and then they're using those ad segments to double down on the advertisement. That's a good idea. So boom. The switcheroo is they paid some of the skaters. And she got wind. She kicks up some dust about the bag, and then they hit her with the hush money. I'm calling it hush money, but as a company, if I was on the PR team, I'd be like, hey, I thought we could save a couple of dollars, but if we just pay her really quick. Girls had them fooled. Then Impala chose a struggle. Make cheap and easily breakable skates. Skip the racism, just pay everybody. Just pay people for the sweat equity. Focus on a marketing campaign and selling it to modern skaters who are function on functionality. They nurture their skate expos for long-term success. Yeah, white lightning wheels. So how did you end up with 2 pairs of Chicago's? And have the heels on your Chicago's ever fallen off? Hey, Helen, how you doing? I'm doing fine. How you doing? We got a man in the chat say he got 2 pairs of Chicago's. Because earlier I said that the heels on a pair of Chicago's have never fallen off. This audience is historically resilient to functionality issues and questionable practices revolving rakes. Two pairs. Like that, I've never heard somebody buy a second pair of Chicago's. Like I've never heard like, hey bro, and I got a second one. And if it's always flat, as long as you're entertaining, wow, you got a boy. Oh man, speed skating. I forgot about speed skating. Like you race or like just skate fast. Cause back in the day, I used to call myself a speed skater, but I just would skate fast. As long as you're entertaining and relatable, Relatable. Oh, wow. Congratulations, man. That's cool. Relatable and admirable. That's really cool. Speed skating is like one of the only sports, not only sports, but it has like such a deep community of people that skate. You got a Sarah Lindsay speed roller skating. Oh, wow. Lindsay skates. Not the downhill. I'm getting distracted. I'm in the chat just reading. 1977. Let me find. I gotta find a book. So they lasted 4 years. The Chicago skates lasted 4 years. I'm gonna check dude out. Ain't no way. The thing about Chicago's is I almost bought a pair of Chicago's. When I was first starting to skate, if I pull up Amazon, I'm going to dox myself. I can't even pull up Amazon. Continue to improve their marketing. Now they're partnered with Barbie for the movie drops. Continuing to hit the market. Well, everybody, wrong button. That is my research for the rise, the fall, and the rise again of Impala. And $70, $70 ain't bad. $70 ain't bad. You put a new pair of wheels on there, you can get on out. What I'm going to do, how long it take you to relearn to skate? I'm thinking. So what I'm going to do, I want to say that I'm going to do another research session on Sunday. I want to do another research session on Sunday. If I take some time and I do some research and I find some more clips for the Impalas, so that I can seal this video off. Okay, 2 weeks. That's not too bad. That's how long it took me to learn how to inline skate again. I bought some inline skates and I thought I was about to roller skate to work in them joints. When I tell you, the second I put them on, I said, bro, you're tripping. I said, you're going to get hurt. For the first time in years, I understood what it felt to feel like I was going to fall on a pair of skates. Yep, it took me a while. I thought it was only going to take me like 2 weeks, and I was going to be as good as I was in middle school. I thought I was going to be as good as inlines as I was in middle school in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I was like, that's all it's going to take. Couldn't leave. That real fear. That real fear. Like, I haven't felt fear like this in years. It took me a flipping year. It took me a straight year, and sometimes I still feel like I'm going to fall. Like, I'd be like, yo, you're going too fast. Like, you're rolling too fast, man, and I'm not sure how to stop. Like, that doesn't happen on my quad skates. I'm like, it never happens. Like, if I want to do something fancy, ain't nothing wrong there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nah, bro. I'm hard on myself. I'm supposed to be perfect, JK. Nah, I really understand. Like, skating in inline skates, it really humbled me. It really humbled me. I said, bro, you got a lot to learn. You can still practice. You can still do that. Only time. And bro, I'm skating down the street because I'm inline skating to my skate spot. I'm in the middle of traffic. People ask, do you fall? I haven't fallen in months. I wreck. Yeah, it's never like a trip and fall. It's serious. It's always serious. It's real serious. I'm in the middle of traffic, and if I don't figure out how to stop, I'm going to roll into traffic. I can't afford to fall. If I don't figure out how to stop, this might be a fatality. It's at least going to be some honking. It's going to be a lot of honking and a broken leg if I don't figure out how to slow down. I'm carrying all my stuff. If I trip and fall with all my stuff on right now, like, the next time I started stopping a lot earlier. Like, I said, nah, bro, I'm going to be stopping on the way down the street. Like, this is. But yo, Boss Tweezy, thank you so much for coming in. It's been really good hanging out with everybody. I got to get out of here today because I need to get to sleep, wake up at 5 a.m., and start editing videos immediately. I want to get back in the gym this week. I haven't had a chance to lift weights in a while. I actually been like hurt. Like, my back is feeling a lot better. I got hurt a couple weeks ago. So I want to spend one more day editing this Moxie video, and then I can spend a couple of days working out in the morning. Skate in the Family Dollar. Skate in the Family Dollar before they got time to kick you out, or do they just know you so they don't kick you out? Yeah, skating $2 and pushing the buggy and buying groceries is wild. And then you got to skate back. Yeah, that skate back. Yeah, bro. We live in the same life. And then you skate back home. Yeah, I got a couple places I got like 2 miles skate to. Like, yeah, bro, I might as well just take my skates. Like, I got a couple places I'm thinking about skating. Like, I'm thinking about starting to skate to work. Well, it was good seeing you, Helen. Thanks for coming in, Mr. Scott, Mr. McIntyre.